Team one, thank you very much for submitting your work. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, presentation-wise, this gray is flattening out the presentation quite a bit. I would recommend using maybe a corporate color, or maybe even, depending on what images you're going to use, maybe even consider sampling a color out of the background from the cover image to use as is this gray, like a light green or something that provides a little more visual engagement than this gray right here. I just think it's really it doesn't provide a whole lot of visual interest. Another idea would be to sample one of the colors out of the Subaru logo, other than the gray, maybe one of these areas. Think about that. Think about the presentation of color. Okay, team members introduction, good job there. Then we have straight to vehicle configuration kiosk, homepage concept sketches. This is good. This is a good page, good presentation. My recommendation here is to give a paragraph really describing this. Now, you may elect to keep this in your final process book. I would keep all the pages in my process book. And the reason I say that is because there is a list of requirements during week 8 for the final presentation. But you're going to be doing work that isn't included in the final requirements. So my recommendation is to use that work. And the reason I say that is because I think it will be appropriate for your student portfolio if and when you decide to use this piece as an example of collaborative work, so you can display that in your student portfolio. So, and I think it's important to show collaborative work in a student portfolio. So that said, my recommendation is to gear this towards 100% robust presentation. That said, I would give a good description of the concept on each of these homepage concept sketch pages. Give a good description of exactly what is going on here on all three of these, all right? And then to take that a step further and to kind of reinforce the relationship of the sketch with the interface, I would come down to the actual interface page, reduce the size of this a little bit, and then maybe include an artist's rendering of the actual kiosk over here. So in this example, so you have got the wireframe over here, and then maybe just render this artistically. So we have interface and then the actual kiosk and how it'll work. So it's drawing a connection between what we see and what will be the functions we'll be performing in the interface. We can do that on all three. I think it would be really, really interesting, guys. I do. And I would also recommend going at least a couple of 3 pages, 4 or 5 pages deep in your wireframes. Just so the viewer can see. And again, this points to your final student portfolio, just so the viewer can see that not only are you planning and understanding and participating in the human-centered design process, but also employing design thinking as a methodology, in addition to working out the graphics in a way that points to a robust presentation. So, okay, guys, so those are my recommendations. If you guys have any questions at all, please let me know, and I'll be glad to make any clarifications. But great start, guys. Thank you for sharing.